Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Max AC channel. For this month's theme, we continue with Frugal February once again, where we'll be making 4 more delicious recipes that will hopefully help save you a few bucks by using ingredients you probably already have lying around your house, and or by also saving you some time on cooking, so you can spend both your money and time frugally. For this week's episode, we will be making some eggless chocolate lava cake. For this recipe, you will need half a cup of butter and some more for greasing the ramekin, 6 ounces of baking chocolate or chocolate chips, half a cup of whole milk, quarter cup of flour, quarter cup of cocoa powder, half cup of powdered sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And I wanted to make this eggless since we're trying to be frugal with our ingredients, but if you wish to add some eggy richness, you can also add 2 eggs. And for garnish, you can use some powdered sugar, some fruits, a piece of mint, some whipped cream, and or some ice cream. You will also need some ramekins, or you can use a muffin tin if needed as well. This will make about 2 14-ounce ramekin cakes, so adjust as needed. First, preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Then while we wait, we'll prepare the batter. So, put a pot of water to boil to make a double boiler, and then take out your ingredients from the fridge to let them warm up to room temperature. Then, when the water is hot, place a glass or metal bowl on top of the pot and combine the butter and chocolate in the bowl, melting and stirring them together over low heat until smooth. You can also do this in the microwave by placing the butter and chocolate in a microwave-safe bowl and microwaving it in 30-second intervals, stirring every time until melted. Then whisk it together until it's smooth. Take your chocolate off the boiler, and then to your chocolate mixture, add in the flour, cocoa powder, sugar, and salt, and mix this until smooth. Then add in the milk to thin out the mix, and whisk the mixture until it's thick, shiny, and smooth. If you wish to use eggs, in a separate bowl, mix the eggs instead with the sugar and salt until they turn pale before folding the chocolate mixture along with the rest of the ingredients into the eggs until well combined. With room temperature butter, rub the ramekins to grease them, then pour the chocolate batter into each ramekin and smooth the top flat. Your oven should be done preheating by now, so place your ramekins on a baking sheet, then bake these for 12 to 14 minutes or until the sides of the cake are firm, but the center is still jiggly. You can check this by gently wiggling the ramekin to see if the middle is still wobbly. Then let the cakes cool in the ramekins for a few minutes before loosening the sides of the cake with a knife if needed, and then inverting it onto a plate. The ramekin will still be pretty hot, so I would recommend using an oven mitt as you slowly lift off the ramekin. Then garnish your cake as desired, and with that, your eggless chocolate lava cake is ready to eat. For our recipe for this week, I wanted to try to make something that would be a great dessert to have for February birthdays or for Valentine's Day. I wanted to make something that felt luxurious but wasn't going to break the bank, and so the chocolate lava cake seemed like the perfect choice. With the normal recipe requiring eggs, I was a bit hesitant to do this one, but thankfully I was able to figure out a way to make this recipe without using this currently pricey ingredient. And the other ingredients are ones that you should be able to find in your pantry, so this decadent dessert should be super cheap to make. The eggless result will not be quite the same, since the egg is what gives the cake more body, and is what helps it grow in the oven. So you could add a teaspoon or so of baking powder to the recipe to act as a substitute leavening agent, but I think the cake is fine without it as well. In either case, the cake will still have the delicious chocolate lava center that is present in the original recipe. Speaking of which, you could also make the chocolate lava cake the cheaty way by putting pieces of chocolate in the center of the cake before fully baking it. But the point of the chocolate lava cake recipe is that you're supposed to slightly underbake it to achieve the rich chocolate fudgy filling. Pure melted chocolate will obviously flow better, making a more dramatic lava flow. but I think the taste and texture of this version is not as cohesive since the lava is completely separate from the cake, making it more like chocolate cake with chocolate sauce rather than a mix between cake and pudding. If you wish to make this ahead of time, you can freeze the batter in the ramekin dishes before baking for up to a month or so. Just make sure to cover the batter tightly with plastic wrap, and when you do go to bake it, just let the ramekins warm up to room temperature so you don't crack the ceramic from the temperature change, and you might need to add a few more minutes of cooking time as well. But it should result in the same quality as baking it fresh. Also, you can store already baked chocolate lava cakes in the fridge for up to a week, and just microwave them for 30 seconds or so to reheat the chocolate lava inside the cakes if desired. But regardless of if you make this recipe ahead, or if you decide to make it with or without eggs, this intensely chocolatey dessert will be a simple and inexpensive way to celebrate any occasion, whether it be an individual birthday cake or a sweet treat to make at the end of a date. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. In the comments below, let me know how it went if you decided to make it, and let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything you want me to make next. Like this video, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to this channel for more episodes of the Max AC channel. And remember, if you want to stay cool in the kitchen, turn your AC to the max and watch the Max AC channel. The ramekin will still be pretty hot, so I would recommend using an oven mitt